Thank you. Welcome everybody for Embodiment. Here we are. It is Spicule Day. And I hope that this is a enticement to go into the unknown. I didn't know much about spicules myself, and today you will find out. So welcome to Odd Anatomy. Odd means that you can be odd. You can move, you can write, you can really take this in the way you want to do it. I am going to start with the fact that spicules are made by sponges. And sponges have as much fluid of the ocean in their body as they have body. So I want you to breathe, and I want you to just breathe knowing that we can allow air in, air through, air in and out, and that we can allow fluids in and around our cells, that there's constant flow. So we have sponges in our body. We are sponges. So the first few minutes, let's just take some time to breathe and simultaneously to allow fluids to pass through your cells and pass around your cells. So sometimes squeezing yourself helps, just to squeeze fluid out. And sometimes it helps to just allow the flow. But for a moment, just squeeze something and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Just like you would a sponge, squeeze and release. Oh, when you release, sometimes your body comes back. Sometimes it comes back even larger, as if you hadn't yet allowed fluid and breath to reach all of your cells, spaces. This can be very local, like here, my kidney. And it can be whole body. Welcome all of you arriving to your breath and to the fluid exchange within your fluids and the cells, and for flow through and around you. Squeezing yourself, squeezing a foot, squeezing a knee. So for 2 more minutes, allow yourself to hydrate within your body. Allow your breath to circulate within the room around you and through your lungs, through your body. can make sound. You can breathe. You can also shake as if maybe the winds or the ocean around you has waves. You can be buffeted from within and from without. There's no for the sponge, the sea is within them and around them. It's as if the sea is part of their body for moments. So let the air be part of your body, flow through you, and let the fluids within your body shake it up a little, shake up, kind of just kind of like get a little movement going, maybe a little fast shake, a little slow shake. Aerate your lungs, aerate your cells through the oxygen in your body. Sometimes tapping, just arrival, tapping, letting your skin be open, your pores, clapping everywhere. And just for a moment, if you've not yet allowed yourself to look away from the camera, allow yourself to feel this last moment of like three-dimensionality. So you can keep moving or you can stop and watch me. And I will move into the fact that sponges don't just passively sit around and let the ocean flow through them. They have like tens of thousands of little cilia that are moving like this. So if you imagine a football field of people having tails that move like this, and I can even feel, if you do it with something around you or your arm, you can feel the air move. Well, that's the excitement, the hum, the activity of your cilia moving fluids through your body. And this is not a lot of effort for the body. The energy used to move these little tails, it's not big. So it's in your lungs, it's in your intestines, it's in your kidneys, it's in your brain to move the cranial sacral fluid. So you have this animal with flow through animal. You are still one. And they grow 3 different kinds of really, really cool shapes of spicules. And I went out and got me some spicules. Jacks look like some spicules. They're so each family of sponges has different shapes. They can be long and thin. They can be like this. You can look at the slideshow to see a lot more of them. And what they do is they create them differently than we create bone. They create them either out of horn. I have a horn bowl. Horn. which can be elastic, elastin. They can create it out of something silica. And silica that has water in it is called opals. So they create opal-shaped spicules. And they create them out of calcium too, so out of more closer to our bone. And lastly, they create them out of glass. So these hydrated flow through sponges create these little shapes. So it's almost like each tribe has their own unique, beautiful shape. And they create it in one plane. And then they move it further to the outside. And they stick them against the outer membrane, kind of like tent posts. They stick out, but they don't go through their membrane. So however we still have that DNA in us, I want you to just, maybe for a moment, just grow some extra spicules, rotate them and roll them to the outside, to the right inside your skin, and let that prickly spiculeness, it was great for me. It was like, ooh, I get an extra defense, which it is. It's defense. I just get a little spikiness on the outside with all this going on. I'm creating it myself. I'm moving them around my body. I'm on this rock. I have protection. Not many animals eat sponges. And I also can use them to anchor myself into the ground so that you have something more substantive, so sharp, clear, something that will anchor you. So for a moment, you might want to try that, anchoring yourself wherever you're at, your hand in the ground, your feet in the ground. Like, reach out, create a spicule. I don't know if I can do the spicule, and anchor yourself. Otherwise, allow this structure of mobile. So these, let's see if I can show them. So they actually create like kind of a mobile skeleton with each other. And they're in this goo between the inside cilia and the outside membrane. So we have 3 more minutes for our 20-minute odd embodiment to get yourself moving, to arrive, maybe get curiosity about some things. And what they found out is that these spicules, especially the ones made out of glass, that they can collect light and gather it into their body. So they're like lamps. And they're like, why are they lamps? Well, maybe other animals want that light or need that light energy, like bacteria, small shrimp. So I want you to just, in your evolutionary genetic embodiment of sponges, I want you to know that at some point, these tissues that are like the lens of the eye, that they gather light, that they can allow light through, that they can project it into your body, and that they're half a hair, they're tiny spicules that refract light all through your body, all through the bodies of these sponges that may live up to 3,000 feet underground where there's no more light. But I want you to just take this, go there with your curiosity, know of your ability to grow new cells, unique cells, like a lens that loses its nuclei and becomes clear, that we have the sponges that create structures that can move and support them, be resilient, and dance in the ocean. I want to thank you for joining me on the first day of Odd Embodiment. I love this cool embodiment shit. I'm so glad you're coming on the ride with me. Keep dancing, keep writing, keep asking questions, get on searches, talk with each other. Love you. We're gonna go off Facebook and we'll take a minute to just transition. For those that are in the Zoom group, you can sign up for just tomorrow's Zoom group on somaticbody.com. Stay in your body for a minute. We'll have a moment of pause while we transition. See what we're doing.